Good morning, students. Again, we are back with the class of last week. The last class we have started what is yoga. The topic we have started my lifestyle. So, what is yoga and what are different types of whether it is and what asanas prevent us from this. Regarding lifestyle diseases, what we are dealing in this chapter, like obesity, hypertension, after that comes diabetes, asthma. These are the various lifestyle diseases that is more common now. Various lifestyle diseases that is more common nowadays. So how different types of asanas, how different types of asanas help us keep away the or to be keep oneself away from those particular diseases. That we have done the disease that obesity. So what is obesity? Generally, obesity is the accumulation of the body that can harm the health of an individual. That can have negative effect on the health of an individual. That is obesity. After that, we had done after that we had done what are different types of asanas that were good for the to control obesity. In that topic, we had done different types of asanas. What are the benefits of that asana, as well as what are the contradiction of that asana. Who should not do it? Who should avoid doing that? Today we are starting with the topic diabetes. Other lifestyle diseases. Diabetes. What is diabetes? What is diabetes? You might be okay with particular person is a particular individual is diabetic in nature. Now what is it? This particular individual is diabetic in nature. He is having more sugar in his body. That is known as diabetes. Whenever the amount of sugar goes up and down, not able to maintain properly, that is known as individual is suffering from diabetes. When this person is having diabetes, that means he is sugar in the sugar production is more or less, that is known as diabetes. So, how to prevent diabetes? How to prevent diabetes? One reason is by taking medicines. By taking medicine, that is okay. As the doctor prescribes you, take particular amount of medicine. That's all. You go for insulin also. When the diabetes, when the diabetes, according to type of diabetes. But what is diabetes? It is a disease that causes sugar to build up in our body. That causes sugar to build up in our body. Our body uses a heart to control the level of sugar. When the body fails to produce sufficient amount of insulin, or when the insulin does not work properly, diabetes occurs. So what is diabetes? When the body when the body fails to produce sufficient amount of insulin in the body, or when insulin does not work properly, when the insulin does not work properly, then we say it is called diabetes. This disease is also known as blood sugar. It is characterized by high hyperglycemia, that is high sugar level, glucosuria, that is glucose in the urine, or excessive thirst. These are some of the symptoms. Tiredness, blood vision, pure immunity, slow recovery from the course. Really, what happens whenever you will suffer from anxiety or stress, bleeding comes when you are having a body. It will take more time to heal up. It will take more time to heal up. It will not easily heal up within short span of time. It will take more time to heal up. Generally, when it is taking more time to heal up, what will say? That person is diabetic. शुगर है इसलिए इसका जख्म जल्दी नहीं it is not healing it is not healing what is this because he is that person is diabetic in nature or that person is sugar general term in layman language और चीजें इसको शुगर इसलिए इसको शुगर है it is taking more time to heal so tiredness blood what are the symptoms tiredness blood vision pure immunity and slow recovery from the wounds excessive weight gain or loss are the other famous if you at once you lost weight excessively or gain weight excessively, that means automatically chances of sugar is there inside your body. If you're gaining the weight excessively at once only, or you're losing the weight at once, that means without by doing exercise and all the things, but without doing so much, then also you're losing, or then also you're gaining. By positive negative, you don't know. What are the therefore diabetes type 1, type 2, and type 3. Now under this how to control obesity, how to control diabetes, we are dealing with the topic diabetes, how to control diabetes. There are different types of asanas that are given in our course. First one is Bhujangasana. You can say that means snake. Generally, Bhujanga in Hindi means snake. After Paschimottanasana, Pawanmuktasana, and Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bhujangasana means cobra pose. Bhujangasana means cobra pose. So, what are the benefits of doing? What are the benefits of doing Bhujangasana? Well, we have processed afterwards. Just now we are doing the benefits. What are the benefits? It helps. It puts the abdominal muscles and shoulders to work, increasing the circulation of the blood and blood in those and oxygen in those, which is in turn raises the body temperature and boosts the body metabolism to level that are beneficial. If your metabolism up to the level, if your metabolism up to the level, what is up to the level, automatically your sugar level will be to the normal. So it will be to the level. So what is that? Grass. Or you can say cobra. Cobra. So what are the benefits of Bhujangasana? The benefit, it pulls the abdominal muscles and shoulders to open because you are lying on a spine, you are lying on a stomach, and slowly basically you are lifting up. Automatically like a cobra whenever you see a cobra, it stays you can see. So you are lying on the stomach and slowly getting in the body. When you lift the upper body, it is like a cobra. The cobra is lying down. So what will happen? It puts the abdominal muscles, there is a stretch in the abdominal and neck muscles. It puts the abdominal muscles, increase the circulation of the blood and oxygen in these regions. So, which regions are working generally, what will happen? There will be more amount of circulation of blood as well as oxygen in those particular regions, which in turn raises the body temperature and boosts the body metabolism, which is beneficial at controlling diabetes. After that, it fights acidity, indigestion, and constipation, and helps the practitioner lose weight. It fights acidity, then comes indigestion, and then comes constipation. So, which helps what it helps? It helps the practitioner the weight. It enhances the function of the liver, kidney, pancreas, and gallbladder. And enhances the function of the liver, kidney, pancreas, and gallbladder, and strengthens the arm and shoulders. Because generally, with the shoulder, you're lifting with the hands, the shoulder muscle in use. So, what you are strengthening your shoulder as well as arms. After that, what are the contradictions? Who the who are the people who should avoid? Those is severe back pain. Generally, whenever you use asana, you will feel the stretch in the lower back. You will feel the stretch in the lower back. Neck problems because like you say you are keeping your head for some time you are keeping the head you are looking towards the sky. Neck problems, hernia, and pregnant women should avoid yoga asana because you are doing the yoga asana. You are lying on the stomach, so you should avoid this particular the pregnant woman should avoid this particular asana. So they should avoid person with because back pain with neck injury and other hernia, they should avoid this particular asana. Those suffering from stomach disorders like ulcers or intestinal tuberculosis should perform this under the guidance. They can perform, but they should perform under the guidance of an able trainer. Then only you should move on. After that comes Paschimottanasana. Generally, you will sit down, you stretch your legs, and now you will try to put the heel on the toe, and you will try to touch your forehead to the shoulder. You will try to touch your forehead to the knee. You will try to touch the forehead to the knee. That is the Paschimottanasana. Again, Paschimottanasana, Paschim is west or back side of the body. Tana means stretch. So you are stretching the back again. You are stretching the back again in the sitting pose. Also known as seated forward bend pose in the sitting forehead for stretching the spine. So, what are the benefits of doing Paschimottanasana? Again, while practicing Paschimottanasana, the intestine, gallbladder are smoothly pressed. What happens in gas whenever you are touching your when you are trying to touch your forehead, sitting to the knee, what will happen? There will be a lot of pressure on the gallbladder. And what will happen when they are well? It will get stimulated and which enhances their function. It massages and tones the abdominal and pelvic organs and improves the blood circulation. Again, whichever part of the body is being used, it will get toned up and slowly and gradually the blood circulation to that particular part will be increased. It also reduces the belly fat and brings relief from the constipation. So it reduces the belly fat and what will happen? It reduces the constipation. After that, Pawanmuktasana. You can say Pawanmuktasana is removing wind from the body. It is a bending pose in which the practitioner lies on the backward in the supine position to release the tension in the abdominal and the back area. Whenever you are releasing the tension in the abdominal and the back area, you are doing Pawanmuktasana. What will happen? You will try to put you are on the supine position on your back, and you will try to hold your knees together and bring it towards the stomach side. So, what are the benefits of doing? What are the benefits of doing Pawanmuktasana? Yes, again, what we are doing, we are using the abdominal. In these pose like Paschimottanasana. Again, what we have done, we have used the abdominal muscle. Bhujangasana again, head back, the abdominal. So it strengthens the abdominal muscles and massages the intestines and the internal organ of the digestion. Consequently, the trapped gases inside our body get releases and our digestion is improved. Whenever we are contracting our intestines and organs of where we are strengthening our abdominal muscles, the internal organs of the digestion, what will happen? That the gas inside our body they get released easily because of this, and we are what to say our digestion. It helps to burn fat in the thigh, buttocks, and in the abdominal area, thereby contributing to the loss of weight. If you're losing fat from your body, what will happen? Automatically you are losing the weight from the body. Fat means that you are losing weight from the body. What will happen? The weight will go down. It also brings relief from muscular cramps and pain in the lower back. It boosts blood circulation in the hip area. And what are the contradictions? What are the contradictions you should avoid? Those who had abdominal surgery recently, or those who are suffering from hernia, piles, hernia or piles, those who are suffering from hernia or piles, they should avoid it. Or those who just recently had the abdominal injury. Pregnant women must avoid this asana in order to avoid causing stress to the body and causing complications. What will happen whenever you are doing asana? You are contacting your stomach and your lower stomach and all that. So whenever the contraction, it can rise to the can give complications to the can give complications to the baby. So they should avoid it during this. After that, it should be avoided by the patients of heart problems high acidity, high blood pressure, slip disc, because again slip disc as well as hernia, again the same thing. And any individual with neck injury should practice this asana with the head resting on the floor and only with the approval of the doctor. And only with the approval of the doctor. Only generally in asana your head is up, it is away from the ground. So whenever you are doing asanas, they will do it lying, keeping their neck on the ground. And secondly, they should do it with the consultation of the doctor, with the consultation of the doctor. Without consulting, without saying yes from the doctor, don't that for the doctor knows very well what positive or not. Today we are done with the topic of that. For the diabetes, whenever the insulin is produced and it causes harm in the body, that is diabetes. The definition of diabetes was it is a disease which causes sugar to build up in our body. When the body fails to produce sufficient amount of insulin, or when insulin does not work properly, what we say we are suffering from diabetes. We are suffering from diabetes. So till now we are done with the two of the lifestyle diseases. That is obesity, accumulation of the fat in our body, that is known as. Now today we are done with diabetes. When the sugar level does not work, when the insulin does not work properly, that is we are diabetic. Now in our next class will be the, I think you might know in some of it, whenever you go, whenever the climate changes, everyone is having allergy from one of the other thing. And when the complication first we go for asthma. Our complication rises to a particular disease that is known as asthma. Then other lifestyle disease that is hypertension. Tension, today is a world of competition. So from childhood, children are not having tension, but the parents are having tension. And the parents are automatically giving tension or attention to the stress to the children. If you have to score good marks, here the stress comes from the child. Okay, I have to score good marks, I have to work hard. Hypertension as well as back pain. Or people are nowadays working while sitting, they are not able to give their time for exercise. More and more, if you are sitting on a chair, what will happen? Chances of back pain, chances of back injury are there. Back pain is there. So these are some of the secondary lifestyle that we will be discussing in our next chapter. So today we are over the diabetes. In this chapter, what were the benefits that we have done? After that comes what was obesity, different types of asana to like Trikona asana, or and then other asana we have done. How by doing different types of asana we can prevent muscle for obesity. Now today diabetes is over. In our next class we will be starting with the other lifestyle disease that is known as asthma. That is known as asthma. So dear children, take care, be safe. Meeting you in our next class. Okay, dear children, bye.